Hello! Today I'm gonna share with you how to go with the flow. Does it happen to you that you feel frustrated because things in life aren't going the way you want it? Okay, so this is kind of philosophical issue, subject, and I love it. But I tell you this because I think if you understand this, how to learn to go with the flow, we will manage many difficult situations in our lives. It can be problems with family, with work, with health, all different areas of our life. So the first thing to do, okay, before I tell you the different steps, is to understand that life is change. Life is change. So the more you resist, the more you sorrow. So the better you can do is let things go with the flow. So no matter how much control, how much you plan things, and I'm telling you this, I'm learning myself while I'm saying this to you. No matter how much control you want things to be, there are always gonna be things in life that are gonna be out of control. So I would say it's very important to go with the flow. Yeah, certain things you can control, but still many things that are out control. So smile, breathe, and learn to go with the flow. So what to do when life does not go the way you want it? And I'll tell you this, before I start with the different steps, I recommend you to write it down. But first of all, acceptance is important. Stay centered no matter what, and learn that you learn as you improve. Okay. I'm telling you this, and actually, for me, it's kind of therapeutical as well, talking to you, and I feel very well right now because it's a good way to get free of my anxiety as well. Okay, so first of all, and now I ask you to write it down what I'm saying to you, the main bullets, the main points. So number one, realize that you cannot change everything. That's the most important. The life is change. If you don't accept that, it's impossible to go with the flow. And as I tell you before, no matter how much control you want to put up in your life, I mean, you want to control your life, there's all gonna be disruptions, things that are not according to the plan. So realizing that you cannot change everything, there are certain things in life that are out of our control, is a major point here. So this is number one. Number two, and it's also very important, this is a step ahead, is becoming aware. Aware of what? That everything's in our mind, that is our thoughts, is our ideas, is our mind who's creating these expectations. This is very important. So when you become an observer of your own mind, of your thoughts, this is really taking control of the situation, even if it sounds, I mean, controlling, let's say, your center. I wouldn't say control. I would say instead center. You know where it comes from, all this, and this is because of your thoughts. So become aware. and realizing that you think, so you create your reality. So when you realize that it's your thoughts who's creating this reality, it's like you're getting empowered. So become aware and become an observer of your own thoughts. And number three, and this is always works and works for everybody, is breathing. And there's several techniques like getting in the cold, breathing, etc. But breathing calm down our system, and it really works. So breathing is a major point, and always start with your body. So breathing always very important. So if you cannot get with the flow, if you feel frustrated, if you feel you cannot go further, you get stuck with ideas, obsessions, so breathe. This is, I would say, almost is number one, but actually is a technique. Number four is getting perspective. The thing is, when things happens to us, actually this is common sense, I would say. When things happens to us, we think, we are so focused in the problem that we think it's the end of the world and it's so terrible. But if you get perspective, and you may see that things are not as terrible as you think in that moment. So get perspective. Things get like a zoom, see things from a higher perspective, and you will see it's not that terrible as you thought. Yeah, probably many problems that happens to us now or before, now with time we realize that they weren't that bad. Actually, they were good many times, or even if they weren't good as we may believe or not, still is part of the process. Okay, so get perspective, and you will see this is gonna help. Number 5, of course, this getting routine. Always practice, no matter what I'm saying to you, no matter what when you listen or not. If you don't get practice, if you don't get your own routines, it's very difficult. Everything starts with practice. Actually, you even may get become a Zen master. Why not? But you need practice. Okay. Some people do it sooner, some people later. No matter what, practice is the key. So all these steps I'm saying to you is the thing is the important thing is to making implement as to make it part of your life. Okay. Yeah, as skills become with practice. Okay. So number 6 is taking baby steps, and this is also part of the practice. Getting a routine, make things easier at the beginning. Start with focus with something. You probably it's going to be very difficult to go with the flow just right away. So start with something and do your baby steps, and be happy about that, and forgive yourself if you haven't if you cannot manage as much as you wanted. But that is life is a process, even learning how to go with the flow. Another thing, number 7, I would say, is getting kind of detachment about yourself. Here laughing about your incompetence, about your disruption, about your problems, is actually very intelligent. Getting detached of, not taking you so seriously, I would say. And actually, this is, as I said, this is very wise. So fake it until you make it, and you will see it's gonna happen. Number 8, and also something that I I don't know, by intuition, I did, even since I was a little kid, is keeping a journal. Keeping a journal, like kind of let's say, not only before, but also afterwards. After things happen, try to think about what happened, why things happen, what is the try to find a solution, but from a more calm way, so you will see things are not as bad as you thought. Whatever, this is a good way to find a solution. So making a journal, and I will always say that you have to write by hand, no in the computer. So this is much more effective. Number nine, I will say meditation. Try to relax, become the observer of your life. So meditation is, even if it's only like 10 minutes a day, it was gonna help as well, of course. Meditation is a way of managing your own ideas when you become the observer of your mind, and you become in a calmer way. So I would say meditation, of course, silence, uh, keep your silence moment to meditate. And this is the best way actually to be the observer, as I said before. Yes, and number 10 is realizing that you cannot control others, actually. Many times, and this happens to me, actually, I get very angry because I would like things to be in a different way, but that's the problem. The more we want things to be our way, that's not the way, I would say. So accepting and understanding this is the, I would say, the expectations, and this is also very important. Accepting we cannot change others, and let it go. And don't take it, and many times we take things personally, but not. You have to take responsibility of your life, not others people's life. So let people be the way they are. Of course, I'm talking in your normal life, and realize that as a first thing, you have to realize you cannot change others. Number 11, accepting change and imperfections. That's part of life. I think many times the problem is that we want things to be perfect. We want, and this comes from the control need. So if you want to go with the flow, it's important to accept that change is part of life, and life comes with imperfections. And number 12, I would say enjoying life the way it is, and understanding life is perfect with its ups and downs, and life is perfect as well with its is perfect with its imperfections, I would say. So yeah, so let's say don't have too much demands on ourselves. Okay, that's very important. So yeah, so I hope this is actually easier to say than to do, but as I said before, it's important to practice. Okay, this is, I would say, another thing is this is the most important thing we have to learn in life, and I would say this is the university of life. Okay, life university. Okay, so I hope you like it. Normally I speak in Spanish, it's my mother tongue, but I also want to try with English, why not? And if you have any question, just leave it in the comments below. And if you like it, just thumbs up and yeah, subscribe. Yeah, I hope to see you soon. Bye.